In the Vishwarupa movie, Kamal Hassan had introduced the following comic part.
God, what God is that? Allah? That is my husband's God. My God has 4 hands.
4 hands? A God with 4 hands. How you crucify him then?
We don't crucify our God.
Then
We dunk him in the sea.
Apart from the comic appeal, I do not know whether anyone would have thought about the reason for multiple hands and heads of Hindu gods. I had established in Vinayaka worship videos that all the gods of the so called Hinduism are actually of Tamils. I shall prove that by yet another observation that Rama and Krishna, the North Indian gods, have, just like mortals, one head and 2 hands only, whereas all the Tamil gods are having multiple hands and wherever needed, multiple heads too. There is a profound truth in it which we shall soon demonstrate. One more important observation is that Rama and Krishna, the North Indian gods, were actually kings. It was an ancient custom to treat king as a god. In fact, it emanated from Tamils only, as seen by the word Koil, which means residence of the king in the past, but currently stands for temple. Ko means king, and Il means house. But after the Siddha tradition developed in Tamil soil, even the kings worshipped the Siddhas, and hence treating king as god ceased in Tamil nation long, long ago. Moreover, some of the Tamil kings were Siddhas themselves, like the case of Ravana, the ancient king of Sri Lanka. Dalai Lama was the saint king of Tibet till recent times. Even Murugan could have been a saintly Pandya king, going by certain temple traditions and the number of defense wars he was engaged in during his times. He was better remembered as a Siddha of martial art rather than as a king, and perhaps from his times only, Koil became temple. Tamils had been worshipping the Siddhas as gods. In Tamil tradition, God is nothing but the enlightened human being, and the English word God too evolved from the Tamil word Kadavul, meaning an enlightened soul. Tamils worshipped symbolic deities like Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Kali, etc., who were created by the Siddhas to enrich the layman's life by psychologically inculcating certain virtues into them through suitable divinized imageries. The image of Kali was created to infuse bravery among its worshippers, Saraswati to infuse higher education and arts, Pachiyamma to educate people to care for the nature, etc. These symbolic deities were called Devam in Tamil, which deformed to Dev or Devi in the north. The word Devam was derived from the word for fire in Tamil, namely Ti. However, in North India, the custom of worshipping kings continued to this day as Siddha tradition did not evolve there. And hence, North Indians are still worshipping Rama and Krishna, who were mere kings only. We should also take note of this fact that the North Indians too do not worship recent kings like Nanda or Asoka as gods. The reason for that is that by the times of Nanda, the Siddha phenomenon of the South Indian Tamil spread to the north, and hence Mahavira and Buddha, who were kings themselves, became Siddhas, and they were worshipped as Siddhas, not as kings. These are the important points to ponder. After this digression, we shall return to the main point of our discussion, that is, the multiple hands of Tamil's gods. I had already established that Tamils were great at metaphorization through Vishnu video. Picture speaks 1,000 words. Suppose if I want to narrate the complete personality of a person through a picture, what would I do? The personality of the person is seen by what he did rather than what he said. When we speak of doing things naturally, the hands stand out as a proper symbolism of action. Hence, the hand shall be used to depict the personality of a person. One hand for one virtue. If he has many virtues, as many hands too. For instance, If I want to depict the complete personality of Prabhakaran, I shall do as in the following way. Prabhakaran fought the genocidal Sinhalese army to liberate his Tamilam people. I shall give an AK-47 in one of his hands to metaphorize this. But he wanted to coexist with the Sinhalese in peace, and truly he was a messenger of peace too. I shall give the white dove in one of his hands to exhibit his peace loving nature. He was a protector of the environment and he loved to preserve the greenery of his nation. Parrot is the symbol of protecting the greenery, and that is the reason the Tamil's deity Pachiyamma is having a parrot in one of her hands, meaning the same. Hence, I shall give a parrot in another hand. He groomed the orphanaged children in Sinjoli orphanage. To depict his love for children, I give a child in yet another hand. There are many more lofty virtues of Prabhakaran, and we shall add many more hands too. I have just used Prabhakaran to metaphorically explain the origin of multiple hands of Tamil gods. We now understand why Vishnu and Shiva has multiple hands, and so the whole lot of Tamil gods. Some Tamil gods have multiple heads and proportionate number of hands. Brahma, the symbolic god, is having 4 heads to depict that he was Nalum Terindavar, meaning man of complete wisdom. That is, knowledge from all the 4 cardinal directions. Knowledge is better metaphorized with heads rather than with hands. Murugan is another Tamil god having multiple heads. Murugan is having 6 faces to record the historical fact that it was he who created the star as abstract form of Sivalingam. Down pointing triangle represents female organ, and the up pointing triangle represents the male organ, and their combination is a 6 face star. Since the star that he created has 6 faces, he was depicted with 6 faces to store the information that it was he who created the star form of Sivalingam. This fact proves beyond doubt that the Star of David is actually the Star of Murugan, and the King David worshipped it just as all Tamils worship it till today. Just as all races of the world originated from Tamil race, Jewish race too originated from ancient Tamil race. To establish more direct link, the original form of Judaism was made in the Qumran hills of Israel, where Jewish Siddhas lived in caves just like the ancient Siddhas of Tamil nation, and hence the Israeli mountain was called by the Tamil name Qumran. Kumaran is another name of Murugan, and both these words mean young in Tamil, and he is called by either name in Tamil Nadu till today for the past 10,000 years. Kumaran was an ancient, prominent Tamil Siddha who lived in various hill caves in Tamil Nadu, and that is why the Israeli caves were named after him. There is another historical Tamil person depicted with multiple heads. He is the Ravana of Ilangai, that is Sri Lanka. I request you to watch the Great Ravana Mystery Solved video to be released soon in this channel to know startling facts on this great hero and Siddha.